messed up, no. Bad news, picture beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on that ass real quick one time. 144, baby.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we whole guard. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about any more. I need a Vaseline like my Nina Puffer Ford. Took a Zoc, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like a dart. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shane Shaw. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Harper Free. Try to hold me, it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking no. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UPK rules. I'm making hits like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we whole guard. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Yeah, I just got off the call. I'ma start another war. You spit a plate up with my niggas, get your knife and your fork. They ain't locked in with the cow, then when you speaking to me fart. Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign. Tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion. They can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad, got them tied down and out there. Take them with them steppers, niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch like Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we whole guard. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, so that bitch is either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. And I just made the call. We gon' start another war. Yeah.
Messed up, no. Bad news, picture beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on that ass real quick one time. 144, baby.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we whole guard. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, so that bitch is either or. We still here, still standing. UPK, we never left the building. Commanding General Yohana, you know. Whoa, check it out. Woe into America. Seize everything and bring these crackers to their knees. I need everything and I do mean everything. I know they don't like us. Go ahead and try us. Don't make me call upon the Lord and put this earth on fire. I'm only getting better and I'm only getting higher. And you are getting weaker. That's why you cannot beat us. I know you do not like us. We don't like you neither. You went against the grain. You should be ashamed. You went against a king. Let's just call it treason. Can't wait for killing season. All that shit that you be preaching. Let me see if you believe it. They say they can't be touched. Well, I'm about to put my hands on them. No more missing nice guy. I gave that spirit up. Lord, give me strength so I can tear this city up. Babylon is falling, but it's just not fast enough. Angels with a nigga, so you niggas cannot touch. Ooh, this shit not adding up. Fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Yeah. Said I pray they understand. I said I pray they understand. This shit not adding up. Fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Said I pray they understand. Hey, I said I pray they understand.
They want me to bite my tongue, they don't like criticism. Can't say oppressors the devil, YouTube restricted niggas. But they can post bitches twerking, police killing niggas. You can rap about catching bodies, and millions listen. Bitches rap about they box, and children listen. You say you black and gay, to them you still a nigga. You chasing Susie and Becky, they Emmett Tiller niggas. You got the ones that compromised, and you got field niggas. It's a real difference, it make me feel different. When I kick on my boots, tie up a meat tree, I know what we teaching at camp, nobody teaching. These devils telling lies without blinking. They ain't got the integrity, try to reach them. They say they conscious and they woke, but they sleepy. I ain't sparing nobody, I'm going in. It's a rap when I hop up on that podium.
This shit not adding up, fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Yeah. Said I pray they understand. I said I pray they understand. This shit not adding up. Fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Said I pray they understand. Hey, I said I pray they understand.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So that you said that they put millions of my actions. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact of them here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom, we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
Shalom, Lord Christ. We got our Isupk started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. And this is the Isupk Florida Hebrew class, right? We want to give a big shout out to Police Officer Nawan Yala, you know what I'm saying, for holding it down last week. We're going to get right into it. Lucky. All right, y'all let me know if y'all can hear. I mean, if y'all can't hear, or you know what I'm saying, you need me to be louder, or you can't see, you know what I'm saying, y'all just let me know. But we about to get into it. We're gonna go over the Syrian first, the Assyrian, and then we're gonna go into the Lashawan Qadash, right? Or the paleo, you know what I'm saying? 1 second. All right. Every week we start out with the characters every week, and then we move into the like what we, you know what I'm saying, maybe some numbers or phrases, but every week we start out with the characters first, because there's always somebody new that's logging in that don't know the Hebrew, right? And also it's good for y'all because let's be real, you know what I'm saying, a lot of times y'all ain't really studying your day-to-day y'all Hebrew sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So this be y'all study guide and everything like that. So we're gonna start off with the Syrian first, right? And then we're gonna move on to the Paleo, right? Let's get to it. So lock in. Make sure everything to wall real quick. All right. We're gonna start with the Assyrian. Right? Right. The first character of this alphabet is Ah. Right? Let's see. Lock it. Do this a little better for y'all. So lock it. Ah. Ah. Right? Ah. When you see it in the text, it looks like an X, you know what I mean? Ah. Right? Y'all, second. Now we're gonna move on to the next character. The next character is Ba. 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 You want to be sure that you get this little line come out past the stem, right? This little line right here, because you don't want to confuse it with another character. So you want to make sure that line comes out, right? Ba. Ba. I'll give y'all a second to get that down. Make sure you get that little line coming out past, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to connect it here and then, you know what I'm saying, not put it past, you know what I'm saying, because you will get confused with other characters that's down the road, right? You know what I'm saying? Bar. Bar. The next character we got God. God. Right? God. God. The good thing about this one is the only one that looks like this, right? A lot of the characters have other characters that look very similar to them. So it's easy to get them confused when you don't know how to tell the difference between the two, right? But this one is pretty easy, straightforward, and none of them really look like this one, right? God. All right. All right, moving on. Da. Da. As you can see, it looks like a 7, right? Looks like a 7, but at the end over here, it comes out a little bit, right? There are letters, characters that it doesn't, it goes bam and bam, right? Like the raw, right? So you want to make sure that you're not creating the raw, you are creating the da, and the da comes out past a little bit, right? Like that, right? Da. Da. Right? Moving on. Ha. Ha. Right? Ha. The ha also looks like other characters. What differentiates this character is the space right here, right? You see that space, right? Right? That's how you know it's the ha. When you see that space right here, you know it's the ha, right? Ha. All right, we're going to move on. Wa. 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 Looks like a slanted L, like, you know what I'm saying? Wa. 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 All right, we're going to move on. I'll try to get through these a little quicker, you know what I'm saying? That way we can get into what we want to get into after. But we're going to make sure we do it adequately, you understand? That was the wa. So far we have ah, ba, ga, da, ha, and wa, right? So our next character is za. Za. And this looks like a slanted T, right? Looks like a slanted T. Za. 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 All right. That one is pretty simple. So we're going to keep it moving. Right? Our next character in the Syrian Ka. 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 Right? Ka. Ka. Right? It looks very similar to the ha. Right? Very similar to the ha. So you want to make sure that you have what differentiates the two characters, so you don't get mixed up while you read it, right? Ka. Ka. The next character. Ta. Ta. It's like a T with a big loop tail on it, right? Ta. 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 Right? There isn't another character that looked like this one. It's the only one that looked like this, right? Ta. You see this in the scripts in the Bible. You see that, you know what I'm saying? You know it's the character Ta, right? Moving on. Ya. Ya. Looks like an apostrophe, kind of. It kind of like an apostrophe. It don't look exactly like an apostrophe, but when you see it being written out, you know what I'm saying, and you see the Hebrew, you know what I mean? When you're reading it, you'll see one small character up top. You'll see all the letters down, and then you'll see one small character up top that looks like this. It's the only one like that. It's a ya, right? It's an apostrophe. Well, it's not an apostrophe, but it looks like one. It could look like one, right? Ya. 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 Right? Now we're about to move into a character that has two derivatives of the same character, right? So basically two different ways to spell this same, or to write this same character, right? What character am I talking about? Ka. Ka. Right? When you're reading, sometimes you'll see it like this, right? You'll see it like this. Sometimes you'll see it like this, right? For the most part, right, to my knowledge, you know what I'm saying, I haven't seen this version of this character at the end of a sentence. I mean, at the end of a word. But it can change sometimes, right? It isn't 100% definite, but for the most part, this is the ka you will see at the beginning of a word, and you'll see this like in the middle of a word, or at the end of a word, right? Ka. Ka. Right? So lock it. 1 second. All right, so lucky. Right, so like I was saying, two different derivatives of the same character. Most of the time, like 90% of the time, almost 100% of the time, if it's at the beginning of the word, you will see this character of the ka, right? Like a kind of like a capital, you know what I'm saying, if you will. And you'll see this more so towards the end, right here, right? The middle of a word or at the end of a word, you'll see this. Sometimes you'll see this in the middle of a word, but I haven't seen it at the end of a word, right? When you spelling things like malak, you know what I'm saying, and things like that, at the end of the word, you'll see this character, right, of the ka, right? Ka, right? Let's move on. Right. Let me do a little better than that. I'm trying to get confused. Law. 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 Looks like a 7, right? Looks like a 7 with the like another little 7 up top, right? Law. 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 All right. Moving on. This next character has 2 derivatives of the same character, and they look similar, right? It's almost, you can almost not tell them apart, and they almost look like an entirely different character that we're going to get to, right? Right. It is Ma, 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 right? Ma. These are the 2 different derivatives of the character Ma. Give y'all a second. So lucky. All right, we're moving on to the next character. Right? The next character also has 2 derivatives, right? So let's go. Nah. 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 Right? It kind of looks like the car, but it's not as big, right? Remember the car, it was bam, you know what I'm saying, really big, bold, you know what I'm saying? The nah is like, you know what I mean? So it's a big difference. But the car is much bigger, you know what I'm saying? The nah is not, right? And they both have the same type of derivatives, right? If you looked at the car, right? It looks like this, but much bigger. You know what I'm saying? The lines are longer, right? And this line going straight down is longer as well, right? But this one is more subtle, you know what I'm saying, smaller, and so is the derivative, right? So you can tell the difference. Right? Moving on. Moving on. This is one of the characters that I was talking about that looks like the Ma, right? What is this one that looks like the Ma? Saw. 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 Right? Saw. It looks just like the Ma. The only thing is the Ma and the Saw, like the Saw is like circle. The Ma has a rounded shape. One of the derivatives have a rounded shape, but it's more squared than circle. Like it's round, almost circle, but it has more like squared corners, if you will. This one is mostly just like a circle, and and you have a little like a stem almost, right? The saw. Right? Saw. All right, we're moving on to the next character. Right? I. Looks exactly like a Y with caps on top. That's how I put, what I'm saying, how I see it, a lid or a cap on top of it, what I'm saying? That's the I, right? It looks just like a Y with the cap on top. Right? Right. So we're going to move on to the next one. This next character also has two derivatives of the same character, right? Two different ways to spell the same character, because you'll see it's spelled differently within a word. It could be in the same word spelled written two different ways. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to know what you're looking at, right? Pa. You see, it looks very similar, both of them, except it has a line over here, and this other one doesn't have a line. right? So, you know, you can see both of these in the same word, you know what I'm saying? And it'll still be the same pronunciation, right? It's the same character, it's just spelled, I won't say spelled different. Well, it's written different, you know what I'm saying? The best way I can describe it too is kind of like a uppercase and a lowercase, right? That's the closest thing I can describe to it, you know what I'm saying? Pa. Pa. Right? All right. Lucky. Okay, I see we got some sisters in the class. Hey, Shalom, Yahal Shemar, Tabashem, Yahushua, y'all. Right? All right. Pa. We're moving on. This next character also has two derivatives of the same character, right? Taza, right? Same character, two different derivatives. What's the difference? This line. That's it. Sometimes you see it with the bottom line on there. Sometimes you see it without the bottom line. Same character, right? It just doesn't have the bottom line underneath it, right? It's still pronounced the same. Taza. Taza. Give y'all a second with that. Taza. Right. All right, we're gonna move on. Next character we have Qua. Right? You want to make sure you have space right here, right? And you want to make sure you have space right here, right? You don't want them connected. It doesn't connect. You don't want it to connect because that's not how to properly write that character, right? Qua. Right. All right, we're gonna move on. This next character is just like the da that I was telling you about at the beginning, right? Raw. 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 Salaki. Raw. All right, we're moving on. All right. Next character we have Shaw. 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 And to be honest with you, it should be more closer over here. That's closer to it. Shaw. Right? Shaw. All right, we're going to move on to the last character of the Assyrian Hebrew before we switch over to the Paleo Hebrew, right? Thought, right? As you can see, it looks like the car, the difference between the thaw, the ka, and the ha is, first off, as you can see, the thaw, it protrudes on the left side. You see that? Right? It comes out past on that side. But on this side, it just connects and goes straight down, right? Right? Now with the ka protrudes on both sides. See that? The ka goes on both sides. You have it coming out on both sides, right? And the ha has the space, right? So that's why I say you want to be positive about, you know what I'm saying, the character that you're looking at, because a lot of these characters look very similar, right? This is the thought, right? We can also put a little leg on it. Thought, right? All right. That should be enough time. I think y'all got that. Moving on. To a different type of Hebrew. We're going to the Paleo, right? We're going to the Paleo. All right. The first character we got It's like an A on the side, like an A that's been flipped over on the side. And you want to make sure that line or that axis goes straight through from the top to the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Straight through. Oh. Right? Oh. All right. Moving on. Ball. It looks like a mix between a G and a 4. To me, anyway. You know what I'm saying? Ball. Right? Moving on. Trying to go through these. Go. Right? Go. Looks like a slanted 7. Go. All right, we moving on to the next character. Dog. The triangle. Right? Dog. I think y'all got that one. That's pretty simple. We'll move on to the next one. Ha. It looks like a backwards capital F with an extra line in it. The ha. Ha. Right? All right, we're moving on. The next character. Wa. Just look like a Y, right? Wa. A lot of the paleo, the character looks like the sound. It's like you're spelling the sound of it out. You know what I'm saying? It isn't like that with the Syrian, right? But with the paleo, sometimes it looks like you're spelling out the sound that it makes, right? Wow. next character. Zar. 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 Lucky. Zar. Right. Pretty simple, right? Zar. We're gonna move on to the next character. Car. Car. Right? It's like a capital H with two lines above and below the regular line. Right? Car. Car. Right? Give y'all another second and then we're gonna move on. Anybody that need it? All right, we'll move on. Next. Talk. 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 It's like an X inside of a circle. All right, talk. 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 That's a simple one. So we're gonna move on. Right. Yeah. In fact, yeah. Do this. Yeah. 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 It looks like a kind of like an F and a Z fused together, right? Like a backwards F and a Z fused together. That's what it looks like. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right, we're gonna move on. Car. 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 Right. I don't know why, but this character like reminds me of like some type of Pac-Man or something. I don't know why, but you know what I'm saying? This is the car. You definitely want to make sure that you when you enunciate car as like a like the K sound, you know what I'm saying? And you have the Ka, right? The CHAA, more like how can I pronounce it? I don't know. It's more. It isn't as strong as, you know what I'm saying, the Ka, right? It's more like Ka, right? Like kind of like when you got like popcorn stuck in your throat or something, like that little, you know, shell or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Ka, right? Versus this is with the K is like Ka, you know what I'm saying? Like a R, you know what I'm saying? That's how you pronounce that, right? Moving on, we're gonna get to the next character. So we got, so far we got A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, right? Ta, Ya, Ka. And the next one, La. La. Very simple. It's an L. That's it. La. L. Right? L shape for that character. Right? La. All right, we're moving on to the next character. That one is too easy for y'all. Ma. 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 To me, it looks like a W and a Y fused together, right? Ma. 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 All right, we're gonna move on to the next character, which looks similar, but not too similar, right? Na, right? Looks like a Y. Na. 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 All right, moving on. Saw. Saw. Looks like a lowercase t with a line on top and a line beneath it, right? Like you got 3 lines and then you have the stem, right? Right? Saw. Saw. Right? Moving on. I think y'all got that. I. Right? When you see a circle in the paleo, it's this pronunciation of it is I. right? Easy money, right? Easy money. Moving on. Paul. 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 Try to get through this. Paul. All right. Taza. Now, when you do this character, you want to make sure that this top, because you see it looks like a small Z on the side, right? You want to make sure that top line is connected to the stem, but this little part where the diagonal and the bottom line connects, you want to make sure there's a space in between the stem and the rest of that part of the character, right? You want the top part of it to touch, and you want the bottom part to have a space, right? Taza. You don't want to connect the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? You want the top to connect and the bottom to have space in between the stem and the rest of that character. Taza. Right, I'll give y'all a quick second. We're gonna move on. Taza. All right. Almost messed this character up. Qual. Now with the qual, you want to make sure that the stem goes all the way to the top. It looks like an umbrella to me anyway. You know what I'm saying? But you want to make sure that stem goes all the way up to the top. Right? Qual. 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 All right. Raw. It looks like a 4, like the number 4. But you want to make sure that it just connects. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we write our 4s like that. You want to make sure that this does not come past the stem, right? You want it to connect just like that. You know what I mean? On all points, you want it to connect and stop, right? Raw. Right? Moving on. Sharp. Sharp. Right? Just a W. Right? Looks like a W. Sharp. Right? That's too easy for y'all. Right? We'll move to the last character. Thought. Fat. We do it like this. Thought. It's like a T, like a lowercase T that's been tilted, you know what I'm saying, or slanted, however you want to say it, right? Thought. 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 So far, well, I won't say so far, we just completed the Assyrian and the Paleo, right? Every character and the derivatives of each character. So we're going to go through them. So we got A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, and Tha, right? All right. So now, I guess we can get into some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? How much time we got? Got a little bit of time. So let's go over Genesis. We'll do Genesis 1. We'll start at Genesis 1 and 1, right? And we're going to do it in the Hebrew. We're going to write both. We're going to write both the Paleo and the Assyrian, right, while we're doing it, right? So we have Genesis 1 and 1. Let me go ahead and make that a little smaller so we have some space. Right. I'm going to use all right, so we got the English of Genesis 1:1. Says, in the beginning, right? In the beginning, right? All right. So we're going to write this in the Assyrian. we also gonna put it in the paleo. All right. Let me see if y'all can actually see this red. I want to put it in I'll make it in another dark color. Let me use blue. Right. So in the beginning, right? Baraya Shayat. Right? So remember when we write in the Hebrew, we go from right to left, right? To left. So the Assyrian we got. Let's see if y'all can see that. Can y'all? Y'all see that? In the beginning. Bara Shayat. Right? Bara Shayat. Right? In the beginning. Right? We're gonna put that in the paleo. Ba Ra Sha Ya Ta. Right? In the beginning. Bara Ashayat. Right? Bara Ashayat. Right? Now what we're doing is we going, and you can use your blue letter Bible, right? That's what I'm using right now. We're using a blue letter Bible, and we can see the translation, right, into the Assyrian, right? Bara Shaya Tha. So at the end of the word, we're not saying the Tha, we're using the first letter of that Ta, right? Bara Ashayat, right? Bara Ashayat. It's like Yath. Right? Bara Ashayat. Right? And we got it in the paleo. Bara Ashayat. Right? We got to also remember to put the connectors in. Right? So we put our connectors in. Bara Ashayat. What is this for? Under the bar, we have that. We have that underneath the bar to show that the bar is it basically stands alone. That character stands alone. So Bara Asha Ya, right? The Ya and the Tha goes together, right? So we have a connector like this that shows that they go together, right? Instead of it standing alone, right? So like, We're going to get through as much as we can. We're just going to go through Genesis 1:1 and see how much we can get through, right? So, Bara Ashaya, right? So that says in the beginning, Bara Ashaya, right? In the beginning, God, right? In the beginning, all right, in the beginning, God, God. All right, in the beginning, God. Now we know that this isn't the Most High God or the Lord God because it says Allahayim, right? Whenever the Most High is there, His name will appear there, right? Whenever it's Christ or the angels or something like that, like a God-like being or someone that's higher, you know what I'm saying? Because the scripts also refer to beings over, you know what I'm saying, in order over you or over, you know what I'm saying, as a God. So you got to know when it says the Most High, it'll say His name, and when it's not the Most High, it'll say Allahayim, right? So we got in the beginning God, and God is so like it. La, Ha, Ya, Ma. Allahayim, right? In the beginning, God, Allahayim, right? And we want to make sure we do it in the paleo, which is La, Ha, Slaki. Allahayim, right? So Allah, Ha, Yum, right? And we have our I keep wanting to say the word consonant, but it's not a consonant. What's the word I want to use? It's basically our notifier. That's, for lack of a better word, that's the best word I can think of right now, right? It notifies us that the the La, the Ha, it stands alone, right? So we have the connector that goes like this, connecting one character to another character, and then we have a constant, not constant, but a notifier that lets us know that whatever is above this character is pronounced by itself, right? Instead of together, right? So we have La, Ha, Yum, right? We have La, Ha, Ya, Ma, but the Ya and the Ma is pronounced together. So we have the connectors going underneath, right? Allahayim, right? Allahayim, Allahayim, God. That's how we know it's Christ and the angels and not the Most High, right? Because it would say the Most High's name, right? We would have spelled out the Most High's name instead of putting Allahayim, right? So in the beginning, right? Bara Ashayat Allahayim, right? Allahayim, right? I'll give y'all a second to write that down. Allahayim. So like, let me get this up, y'all. Right? Allahayim. Make sure you're looking over your notes to make sure that you are writing the correct characters down, right? Right. In the beginning, God, Bara Shayat, Allahayim, right? What's the next word we got? The next word we have is like created, right? In the beginning, God created, right? Created, Ba, Ra, Ah. Bara, right? Ba, Ra, Ah. Bara, Ah. And these are all, they all stand alone. Bara, right? Created, Bara. Bara, created. To give y'all like a couple more seconds. I want y'all to be writing this down in the Paleo and the Assyrian. That way you get used to both. Also, if you got your if you got an app, you know what I'm saying, or where you can pull up the Blue Letter Bible, you know what I'm saying, y'all can be looking at the same thing with me, right? And we can be going through this together, right? It'll be a lot easier for you if you can see what I see and, you know, not waiting for you to just put it up on the board. But if not, that's fine as well. I'm just saying, you know, it'll be a little easier for you, right? All right. Moving on. So in the beginning, God created the heaven, right? So like the heaven, right? Ha, the, ha, right? Ha, Sha, Ma, Yum. So like it. And this is Shemayim, right? Ha, the heaven. Ha, the ha, heaven. Shemayim, right? And you see we have two ma, right? We have two derivatives of the character ma in one word, like I was telling y'all about, right? When we were going over the Assyrian, right? So let me put this ha. Ha, sha, ma, ma, right? So y'all see the two mas, right? If you look down at the paleo, you can see ma and ma. If you look up here, the Assyrian, you can see ma and ma, right? Ha, the heaven, right? That's heaven, Shemayim, right? Shemayim. We have our notifiers that's telling us that these characters are they stand alone. So the ha, sha, ma stands alone, and then the ya and the ma at the end connects together. So we have our connector showing that they're together, right? Ha, Shemayim, the heaven. Ha, the ha, heaven, Shemayim, right? Ha, Shemayim. Right? Shemayim. Y'all let me know if it's going too fast. You know what I mean? That's why we go over the characters every week. This is the reason why we go over the characters first every week. Because once we start getting into the text, then we gonna be able to know what, you know what I'm saying, what goes where, what looks like what we trying to read and all that, right? It'll start making more sense, right? So we have Hashemayim, the heaven, right? Moving on to the next word. We have the heaven, and let's do it, and, right? We got and, which is wa, wa oth, or oth, right? Oth, really just put oth. Right, oth, and oth, right? This goes together. It's pronounced as one, oth, right? So oth, The next we have the earth. Right? Ha arataza. Ha the ra. Ha ara taza. And we have ha ra rataza. Right? Ha arataza. So like it. This is not a connect. Ha arataza. Ha arataza. Right? So Wara Ashayath Ath Alahayam Ath Ha'arataza. Right? In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Right? Bara Ashayath Ath Alahayam Ath Ha'arataza. Right? So that's Genesis 1 and 1. All right. So we're going to move. I gotta mess that up. Y'all should have that by now. So let me know if you can't see it or whatever. All right. That's Genesis 1:1. Moving on to Genesis 1 and 2. Right? Genesis 1 and 2. And the earth and the earth. Right, we on Genesis 1 and 2. And the earth. So when we read it here, and the earth, ha'arataza, right? Ra taza, ha'arataza, and the earth, Salakia, wa ha'arataza, and the earth, so wa sometimes you have oth as in, and sometimes we have wa as in, right? This is wa. So we have wa, ha, arataza, and the earth, arataza, and the earth. Wa and ha, the earth, arataza, right? So we have wa, ha, ra, taza, ha, wa, ha, ra, taza, right? And the earth, I'm sure we're not going to get through, you know what I'm saying, this whole thing tonight. We might not even get through this whole verse, but we're breaking it down to show you how it's written and read. Right? Waharataza. Right? Was. Let's go to the next word. Was. Was. For was, we have hayat, hayath, right? Ya, hayatha, hayatha, ya, tha, ha, yath, right? Was, yath, right? And when you go into your blue letter Bible, all you gotta do is type in Genesis 1:1, and then you click on where you see tools, the word tools at on the left side of each verse, and you hit that first button that says interlinear. When you see interlinear, then that's where you can see the Hebrew of the verse that you're reading, right? So we have Hayatha. Right. Moving on. The next word we have, the next two words, without form. Right. So we have without form. Right. The hawa. Wa. It's lucky. Thahawa. And that's Tha. Ha. Wa. Thahawa. Right? Without form. Without form. Thahawa. Right? Thahawa. Without form. Right? All right, let's move on. Without form. And what's the next words? And void. And void. Right? And void. Bahawa. Wa, Bahawa. Right? Wa. I gotta get a little better than that. Wa. And Ba. Ha. Wa. Right? Wa. Ba. Ha. Wa. 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 And I told you sometimes you'll see and as wa, and sometimes you'll see and as oth, right? So this is and. Void, right? And void. Wa, Bahawa. And void, right? Right? And the next words that we have says and void and darkness. And darkness, right? Wa. We got Wa. Kashak. Wa. Kashak. Kashak. Wa. Ka. Shak. Ka. Wa. Kashak. Wakashak, Kashak, and darkness. And darkness, Kashak. Right? And down here we have the indicators letting us know that the Wa stands alone, the Ka stands alone, and the Sha and the Ka is connected, Shak, right? So we have our connector here at the bottom. I don't know if y'all can see that. Y'all should be able to see, right? Kashak, Kashak. All right. All right, we're moving on. And darkness. And darkness was locking. Right, was, we have slot. All right, was, we have Hayath, Hayatha, Hayath, Hayath was Hayath, Hayath, yeah. All right, was Yatha. Right. Remember that? Upon is the next word. Upon, we have al. Al. Upon, al. We have our connectors. This is the I. This is the law. This is the I. This is the La. Together, it's ow. Ow. Upon. Right? Upon. All right, upon. The face. The face. Panya. Panyam. Right? Panya, Panyam. Panya. Right? The face. Panya. Right? Panya. I hope y'all got that. It's lucky if y'all don't. I'm trying to move. We only got a couple minutes left. Of the deep. Of the deep. Right? The Hawam. The Hawam. Right? The Hawam. Of the deep. The Hawam. The Hawam. Right? The Hawam. Right? Y'all a chance to write that down? The Hawam. All right, so next week, we're going to finish verse 2, right? We're going to finish verse 2. Y'all come with me. We're going to do the whole Genesis 1, the whole whole chapter. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start making this thing make sense, and while we learn the characters and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? It gets a lot easier when you reading it and you studying the actual characters. Then when you go and you read it, you know what I'm saying, you understand what you read it. I suggest that y'all use the Blue Letter Bible, you know what I'm saying, because it has the interlinear where you can see the Hebrew and the English, and you can see what Hebrew word goes with what English word, like earth or Ratazah, you know what I'm saying? God, Allahayim, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So you'll be able to see what you're really reading there, what you're actually what's the word I'm looking for? Like how to actually write the characters out and what they look like in sequence, you know what I'm saying, of a word. So yeah, let's see here. So it's 8:58. We're gonna go ahead and close out. I want to thank all the brothers and the sisters that came through. You know what I'm saying? I want to say Yahweh, Salaki, I want to say Shalom, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat, to all you brothers, and Yahweh Shema, Yahweh Shema, Alatah B'Hashem, Yahweh Salaki, Yahweh Shema, Alatah B'Hashem, Yahweh Shah, to all the sisters, Salaki. Also want to give a big shout out to precinct officer Lawan Yala for holding down class last week. And with that, I want to say we got our ISUPK started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana, and Shalom.